Assalamu alaikum students. As I mentioned in the class, I'll go over the slide that discusses rigor in action research. But before I start, let me just apologize for the noisy background because I have just discovered that I left my headsets in the office. And that happens, of course, right? Okay, let's start. It's assumed that action research is of less quality than any other type of research. This assumption is based on the fact that action research is done by teachers, not by researchers. Of course, this assumption is false. It is not true, because the level of quality in action research is related to how useful the findings are for teachers. Let's stop on the term rigor. For some researchers, rigor refers to the level of quality of the research. For other researchers, it refers to the whole action research process. It refers to the quality, الجودة, the validity, الصلاحية, accuracy, الدقة, and credibility of action research and its findings. But how do researchers determine rigor? Determination of rigor often depends on the intended audience for sharing results. But what do we mean by intended audience? For example, the research can be shared with the research findings, of course, and the results can be shared, disseminated, تنشر, with a group of audience in an international conference. A larger group of audience could be published in an international journal, could be presented at an international conference, or could be disseminated to teachers in other schools in the same district, or shared with parents or admins. In this case, this is a broader dissemination. تعميم واسع على نطاق واسع for the findings or the results. Here, the researcher should be more concerned with generalizability of the findings. On the other hand, if the research is intended for narrower dissemination, there may be no generalizable results. Who are the people here? Who are the audience in the narrower dissemination? We talk about teachers in the same school or teachers who are teaching the same subject. Remember the history teachers? So here, the findings are context specific. There may be no generalizability of results. The findings are unique to certain participants. They are unique to specific setting. So action research here, if you think of action research, you find that it is intended for more local level dissemination, as the findings are always context specific. So action research, actually, you find rigor in action research. What matters here is, in action research, is the improvement of practice, as I'm quoting Mertler here on page 26, the last 3 lines. What matters is the improvement of practice as evidenced by resulting visible change, not the study rigor, as defined by its ability to be generalized. I hope you will find this clear and see you in class.